Today I'm going to give you a very gentle introduction to loras and specifically flux loras. So I sort of introduced it yesterday, but I'm working on a thumbnail workflow app for YouTubers, and if you want to have images that actually look like you, you've got to use a lora. So rather than having to train up, like spending millions of dollars to sort of like teach an AI what the world looks like, instead you put like a very thin layer on top that just says, what do people look like? And you can tell this because if you use a lora of me or of you and you swap the gender or swap the age, it'll still be you. It'll still be like your face with the other attributes different. Now, I said that this is sort of like training a very thin layer and putting that on top of the model. And what's interesting about that is you can actually do multiple layers. So in addition to be able to like train for faces, you can also train for like a style. So if you wanted to have like a sketching black and white style, or a first mosquito of the season, maybe. In addition to like a drawing style, you can also do like a film style. So if you wanted to have it look like a old 35mm camera, you could do that. And you can also sort of like layer these things on top of each other. So you can have a picture of you with some text, and then also have it be a 35mm film style. The interesting part for me is that in the olden days, aka like last year or the year before, basically like all of the top image generation models would support these like lora layers. But now, sort of like the best image generation models, none of them support it. And I think part of that is because we've gone from like these really small companies generating these, and now you've got like the biggest tech companies that have maybe more to lose, so to speak, and that like they don't want, deep fakes and that kind of thing being made on their site, whereas others, maybe they weren't that judicious about it before. If you want to do one of these lora training files, you basically just need like 20 good images of yourself that aren't ideally not too different. I've found that like facial hair, if there is any, will sort of conquer over a clean face. So yeah, if you're a male, you want your facial hair to be the same. Hair could be the same because that's how it's going to come out. But basically just 20 good images, and then you have something that can like reliably, semi-reliably make images of yourself. Okay, if you're a YouTuber that's interested in beta testing this, or if you just want to see some goofy portraits of yourself as a fisherman, or pair programming with a robot, you can email me, andrew@tubesalt.com, and I'll set you up with an account. All right, I think that's all I've got. I will see you tomorrow.